So today is going to be an exciting day because it's Wednesday, which means that we are filming my February Odd Ones Book Club book choices of the month, picks of the month, whatever you want to call it. If you don't know, I basically just started a book club. I should have started it in January, but guess what? My brain just doesn't work that way. I didn't think of this idea until January already happened. So, we're starting in February. The book genre pick for the month is... That was my cat. You just wanted to interject in there. Yeah, but if you guys didn't see my last video, go ahead and go watch that. That was the last video I uploaded, so it shouldn't be hard to find. Basically, I'm not actually I love poetry, but I just don't read it a lot. So it's not going to be hard for me, I don't think, to read either of these books, but I just don't read poetry as much as I should. Like, it's not that I dislike poetry, I just don't own a lot of titles, and I just don't really read it very often for some reason. So it's just not something I pick up a lot. So yeah, the first book that I'm going to be reading, this is my pick of the month that is not my anticipated. This is not my style per se. So let's just jump right into it. And that is If I Had My Life to Live Over, I Would Pick More Daisies by, by Sandra Haldeman Martz. Yeah. So this book is actually a collection of short stories or poems by multiple different women, basically just recounting their lives, telling their stories. And just a second, my cat's about to knock my water bottle over. We're just gonna let it slide. Okay. Yeah, that was like great timing. Couldn't have timed that better. And it has multiple different stories, multiple different women from different belief systems, different cultures, different ethics and everything. So, this one is actually one that does kind of sound interesting to me now that I've looked at it a little bit more. I picked this one up at the library because, honestly, my library didn't have a whole lot of poetry aside from like really old classic poetry, and I just didn't want to do something like that because this one was something that, like, when I saw the cover I was like, yeah, honestly I liked the title, but when I saw the cover I was like, yeah, this is something that I wouldn't like go in the library, look in the poetry and be like, yeah, I'm gonna get this one. So, but aside from that, I think that the plot, the premise, like the stories by women seems really interesting. I'm really actually kind of excited about that. I just don't know if like the writing style of like how the poetry is set up and everything is going to be something that is like, sorry there's like a glare on my book. I'm like, my room is very bright. But yeah, I don't know if it's something that is necessarily going to be something I would enjoy. But it doesn't matter because that is what this journey is for. That's what this book club's for, is to figure out if I'm going to like it or not. And then the book that is something that I've been wanting to read, actually, for a while now, is Almost Home by Madison Kahn. This book, this artist actually has two other books. She has 18 Years, she wrote a couple years ago, and then Please Don't Go Before I Get Better, I believe it's called. And, my sister loves Madison Kahn. This is actually her book, but I've actually followed Madison Kahn on social media platforms for a while now, so it's going to be kind of interesting to read her poetry, knowing like her life as much as you can on social media, and like seeing her like relationship struggles and her social anxiety, and just being able to kind of like witness her life through social media. So it's going to be kind of cool to read her stories. And I have read some of her poetry on social media and I've really liked it. So I know I'm going to like this one. She definitely has a more modern and like, I don't know, whimsical, more poetic writing style, but also kind of like the more hard-hitting, like sad poetry style. So, yeah, this one I'll probably finish quickly. But I'm actually going to read, I planned on reading the one that I liked better first and then reading the one that I wasn't anticipating as much second. But this one I actually picked up at the library, not thinking about the fact that, hey, it's still January and I am going to have to read this before it has to go back to the library, before it's due back. So this one's actually due back like the second week of February, so I'm probably going to read this one first. And yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna read this one first, then I'll read Almost Home, and yeah, those are my picks of the month for February, for Poetry Month, and I'm actually really excited to pick these guys up midway through February to upload a vlog of me reading these books and just a little bit of like me talking about how I'm enjoying them so far or if I'm not enjoying them and blah blah blah. And then at the end of the month I will do a review. Really excited. I think that this book club is going to be so good for me because there's just so many different genres and books that I just don't pick up because my brain doesn't think that I'm gonna like them. So I'm really excited. I'm really hoping this goes well, and I'm really hoping that some people join. So if you want to, comment down below, let me know, and yeah, we can do this together. It'll be really fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys are having a great weekend, great day. Yeah, bye!